cloud. Okay, let's start laying down, completely shifted. So go ahead and lay down. I just felt like the sitting was a bit much. So just laying on your mat, maybe putting your legs up on the wall if that's close for you to do. Yeah. Give yourself as much space to do this. Spread your fingers out wide and your legs out wide. Really allow yourself to ground. Perhaps even put something over your eyes. And as you know, you can always unmute yourself to let me know if you're having a problem with audio or visual or anything. And allow your body to become present and to feel the earth underneath you, to feel Earth's energy. Go ahead and take a deep breath in through your nose and gently let it out through your mouth. And take another deep breath in through your nose and gently let it out through your mouth. One more time, deep breath in to your lower belly and gently let it out through the mouth. Relax your toes and your feet, let them fall out to the side. Soften the bottom of the feet, the ankles, the shins, the calf muscles. Relax your knees, the front of the knees. Relax the back of the knees. And gently relax your quads, your hamstrings. Relax your right side hip and your left side hip. Relax your belly. Relax behind the belly, the lower back, tailbone, L5 through L1, the lower area of the body. That hinge between the top part of our body, like the sky, and the bottom part of our body, the earth, the hinge between heaven and earth. Relax deeply the center of your own heart. Right at the center, that place within us when we can feel if something's a little bit off, when we know that something doesn't feel quite connected, we feel it in our heart. Relax this area. Take a few deep breaths into your heart area, into the center and the outside of the heart. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Good. One more time. Deep breath into the heart center. And out through the mouth. Soften through the shoulders, the clavicle, the throat. Take the energy to the jaw, that area that gets tight when we really want to say something and we can't quite find the words or the courage in that moment, and it gets tight. So soften through the jaw. Soften through the temple, the left and right side, right at the eyes. And soften right through the third eye, that space between the two eyes. Allowing that area to open, to bring you energy, to allow you to see beneath the surface what it is that is best for you. What is your highest good for whatever decisions that you are making in your life? I'd like to start off our meditation today with a little morning affirmation for hope. I decide what path to take. My future is full of promise. All things change. There is always another way. I have many, many choices, and I choose hope. I choose to have faith. I choose to trust. I find light in the darkest of places. I am walking in the right direction. I am the caterpillar about to turn into the transformational butterfly. I see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I blaze my own unique path. I choose a path of healing, and I calmly ride the ups and downs of life. And allow yourself to feel the energy of those words, the vibrational tone of those words, spoken from my heart to yours. Allow yourself to just be in the comfort of this moment. Softening in the areas where you're feeling tension. Softening into the emotional heart, the emotional body. Maybe for you, it's softening through the thoughts, right? We can't stop the thoughts, but we're just really being mindful to watch them so that we don't always become those thoughts that may be or that may have negative connotations that really aren't who we are. Be with Mother Gaia, be with Mother Earth. Wherever you are is natural in the world right now. Whether you're on the grass, whether you're on hardwood, whether you're on carpet. We are laying down on the most beautiful planet that's been given to all of us to share. Very gently go ahead and move your fingers and your toes and roll yourself to the right side. And make a pillow with your arms, just resting yourself to the side. See yourself laying here like, you're in this embryo position. And it's kind of like, energetically, we've kind of all been in this position this past year. See yourself emerging from this position, right? Still this perhaps vulnerable state as you come up and as you use the strength of your arms to bring yourself up into a seated position. Crossing your legs, closing your eyes. If that feels good for you to do that, you could have the eyes open. So as we sit in the seat of our soul, we look at loving and accepting. Really loving means acceptance. We really look at accepting the areas within us that are not fully yet developed, which doesn't mean we're not enough. We are enough. We're just here to remember that as we practice. But there are areas within all of us where we still are getting quite triggered. And that's not to feel bad about ourselves, but to see where we get caught up. To see where we're not accepting ourselves. To see where we're projecting out. To see where we can perhaps love ourselves even more and let something go. We will be called to do this kind of work quite regularly, right? And this doesn't mean that we can't take breaks from our healing. In fact, it's so important that we do, that we just throw, if you will, caution up to the wind and go naked in the ocean, so to speak, right? And we just live this spirit-filled energy through the form of this human that we've been given, this beautiful costume that each one of us has been given, and that we just positively open the heart to the positive energy that's also available during this transition, right? This will be talked about, this time period, this 2020, 2024 time period. It's a very intense time. We're still in the middle of it, so it's kind of hard to see ourselves out of it when we're living it. But I don't think we're supposed to see ourselves out of it. We're here to hold ourselves, hold each other, and to help each other along the way through our own examples of living this life authentically. Authentically might mean that you're angry. Authentically, you might be so fucking angry at something and you're putting up a boundary. Anger can do that for us. And you're saying no more. It's when we keep acting on the anger and make it into something more, then we're probably in our ego. And that's a little bit, not what we're talking about here. That's when we move into compassion for ourselves and forgive ourselves. So as you sit here right now, let's bring our palms together in prayer position. Go ahead and bow into your heart and give yourself a big hug energetically. What a year it's been, right? And what a moment it still is. As we can see, we're resilient. As we can see, we can As um, Glennon Doyle will say, we can do hard things, right? As you can see, we are quite resilient because we're still standing, we're still here. We have that faith within each one of us, that guiding light, the pilot light, it has not turned off. So in this generous space of love, passion, and peace, why don't we offer up an intention that's coming to you from your heart? Voice it to yourself right now 3 times. Let's go ahead and chant Om. I feel like it'll be nice for us to do it 7 times, starting from the base of our spine, the base chakra, the foundational part, and we'll move all the way up to the crown. So let's take a deep breath in, and you can hum if you like. No. No. Move with the chakra. So now we go to the solar plexus, just a little bit underneath the belly button. Kind of see that as you hum or Om. No. And then go ahead and bring it up to the heart. Feel the vibration in the heart. No. Bring it up to the throat. No. And then that space between your 2 eyes. No. And then out through the crown. No. Can we chant together? Loka samasta, sukhi nu bhavantu. We can do it together. We'll do it slow. Loka. So go ahead and repeat. Samasta. Sukhi nu bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhinu bhavantu. We'll do it together. Loka samasta sukhinu bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhinu bhavantu. You might like to move your body. Loka samasta sukhinu bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhinu bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhinu bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu loka samasta sukhino bhavantu loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Keep going. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Little faster. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka, get a little wild. Samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Deep breath in. No. Notice that space. Feel the vibration. Notice that the mind has had something to focus on, so it's less chitter chatter. Notice that you've said a prayer. You've said a prayer to the universe, so that vibrational sound is out for the world to take in. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be happy. And may all beings be free. That's kind of the translation. And I say kind of because Sanskrit is more of a vibrational description of what we said. So it's a feeling that goes out into the universe. And we just did that. Notice how you feel. Is it different from when you first got on the class today? Right? The power of the sound of the mantra is within each cell of the body. So why don't we stand up? Let's keep that energy going. Move your things out to the side, things that you don't need. Take off any jewelry you don't need. And just start to move your wrists. Yeah. Move your ankles. Getting into the mama points of the body. Do it really mindfully. Maybe close your eyes. Go there. It's like this movement is a prayer for the body. Right? As we get older, it's like we kind of lose that vibrancy. And the vibrancy is in the flexibility, right? So we're just finding that we're oiling up the joints, right? To feel more in a flow. When we're in more of a flow, we tend to feel that way in our mind as well. We make choices from a flexible state of mind, right? We make choices from a compromising state of mind rather than fixed or my way or the highway. And if we're feeling tight, we tend to be tight in our choices. All right, so we're going to have this right arm up. We're going to separate the legs a little bit. And, you know, we've done this for quite a while these past few weeks. We're going to bend the knees. We're going down. I'm taking the right arm diagonally. I'm really bending the knees. I just want to find more spaciousness in the body. So you can't do it wrong. You're just doing it the way you want to. You're adding your breath, ujjayi, pranayama, in through nose, out through nose. Amazing. And then other side. Amazing. That's it. Notice if one side's a little bit easier to kind of get into it. And it could be that that side's easier because it's had more movement. Amazing. And then arms up, both arms, just moving the wrists around. And we're going to have the feet about a little wider than hips distance. And we're going to bring energy into the heart. Right? We're going to try to live from this space. And so we bring it in physically. So we're basically going to come forward, and it's like this outside energy is going to come into the heart. So I'm going to bend my knees, and it looks something like this. So you're hugging it in, you're bringing the energy in, you're inhaling up and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. So it's kind of like I'm rounding the spine, inhaling, getting all the energy from the trees, and then bringing the hands to the heart, even if you're inside, right? So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Two more. Inhale, open the heart, and exhale, round. Inhale and exhale. All right, Bastika. So we're going to bring in some energy into the body. If you're pregnant, you may not want to do this one because it can be a little bit of a jaw onto the stomach. So you could do alternate nostril breathing. All right, so really good for the digestive system. So it looks like this. So arms are up. I'm going to bend my knees slightly. So it's an inhale, and then it's an exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So you can close your eyes. Inhale up, exhale. In through the belly. And then just stop for a moment, have your palms open. Notice your breath, deeply breathe. Maybe roll the shoulders back and away. Back and away. Back and away. All right, bend the knees again. Let's go again. Inhale up. Exhale. And it doesn't have to be that forceful, if at all, right? It could just be a very gentle exhale in. Two more. And then standing all the way up, bringing the legs somewhat together. Let's bring the right foot behind the left foot. So right foot behind the left foot, arms come up. Interlace your fingers except for your index. Cross your thumbs, press down into your feet. Lift up out of your belly. Lift up, lift up. And then just gently side to side, but notice which way would be really nice for your stretch. It's probably going to be to the left for most of us that we stretch over. So the right is getting the stretch. Breathe in and out through your nose. Draw in through your tummy. Little smile. Arms moving back. Looks great, you guys. And then come up, release your hands, shoulder rolls, shoulder rolls. Now the left foot's going to go behind the right. So left foot behind the right, shoulder rolls. Interlace your fingers except for your index, arms up high, up and over to the right side. Press down into your feet. Draw in through with your belly. Press down into your feet. Down, down, down. Stretch, draw in through with your belly. Keep stretching. Squeeze your legs together. Good, and then come on up. Release the arms, shake it out, shake it out. And then what we're gonna do, I'm gonna turn behind you guys because I wanna demonstrate it. This right arm is up and I'm gonna bend the elbow. I'm gonna take it down my back. I'm gonna see if I can grab on to my hand. Yeah, if it's not happening, I'm gonna bring my left hand up onto my right elbow and press it down. Press it down. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. Feel your heart lifting up into the space. If you can, you're gonna try to reach on to the hand. If you're not, you're grabbing under your shirt or you're using a strap. And then change sides. So left arm will come up. You're going to bend the elbow. You might want to bring the right hand on that elbow, guiding it down the center of your back. Draw in through your tummy, tuck your tail, lift your heart, and then release your right hand down. See if you can grab on to the left. If you're nursing an injury, nurse it. Just be with it. And then slowly go ahead and release. And from here, we're going to bring the right hand in front of the body over to the left side, and the left hand looks like this. And you've probably done this before, right? Nice big stretch through the arm. Keep breathing in and out through your nose, so that's not changing. Your feet are planted down firmly. There's not too much weight on the left foot or the right foot. It just feels balanced. Feel the stretch in your shoulder blades as well. And then change sides. Go ahead and bring your left arm across and your right arm. So you're meditating with the breath, right? You're focused on that, on the breath more than anything that you do. And we're going into these different areas of the body where we could have held on, where tension might be locked up, or there's a stuck place. And so when we move through the body, through the asanas, right, through the postures, we get to find these areas of tightness, of tension, and embody the feeling of love by breathing our breath through these pockets, through these areas that are crying out for attention. And we only know that they're crying out sometimes when we actually just do the practice. It's like when you get a massage and you go, oh, well, I didn't realize that was a painful area. So same thing. All right, so releasing that, just kind of moving it side to side. I really like this one. I think it's good for our lower back. So it goes like this. So left arm or left leg up and then down. So it looks like this, up and down. And we're going to get into the asanas, but you know, these warm-ups, I think they've been getting me through this past year. Just being really conscious of taking care of the joints, of the connective tissue, I think is pretty wise. Right, to avoid injuries for when we want to go out on the bike or want to do other things. All right, so other side, right leg. So it's up pretty high. Right, this helps us get into our standing postures quite seamlessly, for at least a little bit more so. Nice, you guys. All right, shake it out. It's so good to get some movement, and this warmer weather is just divine. Set yourself up. Guess what? We're going straight into plank. So just kind of come right down and draw in through your tummy. Melt your heart. Lift your head. Breathe in and out through your nose. Lift your head, melt your heart. Drop your knees and move your left hand a little closer to the right. Vashisthasana, but just a nice variation to begin with. Right arm up. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. Right leg up. Breathe into your heart. Bring your head back and your right arm back. Stretch your toes nice and wide. So nice, you guys. Oh, yeah. All right. Just drop the right foot down and then drop the right hand down. Drop the right knee down. Check it out. Right hand scoops underneath left armpit and come down onto that right ear. And breathe. Relax your lower part of your body. Relax your tummy. Breathe into the shoulder blades. Breathe into the back of your neck. Press down into your left hand and come on up. Round your spine. Once you've found your fingers are spread wide, they're pressing down, they're shoulder distance apart. This is the exhale. Inhale to arch. Nice, strong, straight arms. Exhale to round. Inhale to arch. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Amazing. More of a neutral spine, and we're going to look down at the hands now. We're going to bring the right hand a little closer to the left. So Vashisthasana on the right side. I even moved my right knee a little bit over to the left. And then scoot your left foot, bring your left arm up, play with it, and then lift that left leg up from the ground. Draw in through your navel. Create harmony in your body by breathing deeper and longer. Head going back, upper body back. And then releasing that left hand down, left knee down, and then taking that left hand underneath that right shoulder. I even took my knees a little bit wider apart, and that left ear will come down. Softening here. And breathing. Being. Observing. Observing your healing. Be the observer of magic happening. And then pressing down through that right palm, coming up, and we'll round the spine again. Exhale. Inhale to arch, and you may want to bring your big toes together, knees up wide apart. Exhale, round, and you're coming down into that child's pose, but just for a moment. And then inhale to come up. Arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Keep going through this at your own pace. And then eventually just find your way into a child's pose. Maybe it's supported, maybe it's with the bolster. Let's say a little prayer or a little affirmation that's coming to you. Maybe I am safe. I am safe. Maybe feel your intention that you made. Voice it again. All right, so we're going to come up. If you need to, would like to stay in that reflective position in child's pose, please do that for yourself. Otherwise, grab your blocks, keep the breath in and out through the nose, just a nice fluid energy there through the nose, and step the right foot forward. Both hands are going to be to the inside of the right foot, and I'm going to take the right foot off to the right side. So it looks like this. If you don't have blocks, maybe your hands are on your bolster or a couple of pillows. So the right knee is pretty much above the ankle. So just kind of check that out. And it's intense, right? So you're going to put padding underneath that left knee if you need it to, if you need that extra padding there. And then close your eyes if that feels okay, and go into these areas lovingly that are feeling tight, where you're feeling the resilience. Resiliency will happen, but where you're feeling the resistance. I was trying to say two things at once. So you could put your palms open, right? Maybe that's like a gesture of your, humility. And also a gesture of opening to receive. See or notice if the belly is tensing. See if you could soften that area. And then keep the left hand down. It might go down to the floor or the elbows on the block. And then the right arm comes up. Expand open through the heart. Get really big with the body. Maybe move the right wrist around. And then come back to your center. Move the right foot to the left side. And very, very slowly start to straighten more this right leg. Lengthen your heart forward. Right hip back, left hip more forward. Lead with your heart. Lead with your heart. Soften your forehead and keep breathing as you press down into that right heel and lengthen your heart forward. And then we're going to bend the right knee. Let's take it back to a down dog. Just gently kind of saying hi to down dog, giving it a little hello. You might want to bend one knee, straighten up the other, just kind of move it around a bit. Wherever you are, just notice that you are plugging into earth by pressing down your palms, pressing down your first finger and thumb, lifting up through your sit bones, lifting up in through the belly, and then straightening out the legs. And now both heels are stretching towards the ground, and I've got my feet about little hugging in a little bit more than hip, a little bit less rather than hips distance for now. So not only are the heels descending, but the front of your legs are lifting. Breathe. Extend, drop down onto your knees if you need to. Otherwise, just 3 more deep breaths here. Keep aligning your ears with your arms. So maybe you need to lift your head up a little. Strong arms. And then drop down onto your knees. Go ahead and round your spine again. Exhale. Enjoy the inhale. Arms are straight. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. All right. So we're going to come back to the opening of the hips. Now we're going to go to the left side. So get your blocks ready. Move them to the right side. Step your left foot forward and have your left toes out to the side on an angle. And your left knee is pretty much above your ankle. Yeah, so you might decide to close the eyes. You might decide to put padding underneath the right knee if you need it. You might decide to pulsate. So I know for me, it's intense in the hips. So I just kind of pulsate a little bit back and forth. And then finding a place where I could just be here without overly efforting. Soften the neck, soften the shoulders. You know, and you might decide to come down on the elbows. Still, the chin is up a little bit. And then you might decide to just come down on the hands, right hand down, left arm up, opening up through your heart. And moving that left wrist around. Nice, you guys. And now from here, you're going to pivot your left foot in. It looks like this. Padarita, Padashanasana. The blocks are coming to the center. I'm going to lift up my right knee. I'm going to be really wide in my stance. Toes are in, heels are out. I might come down onto some forearms if it's available. So sit bones are going to rise up high. Now, do what you can. Some folks are going to have their hands on the ground underneath shoulders. Some folks are going to be a bit more forward. Chin is away from chest. Belly is drawn in. Legs are straight as you press down into the feet. Lower back, people, I want your heart to be a lot more forward rather than bowing in and rounding, right? Those of you with sensitive lower backs. Otherwise, other folks might decide to just come down onto forearms and allow the head to drop, right? So there's these little areas around the ankles that get tight. Do you guys feel that stretch through the ankle? Take your sit bones up. So bring the forearms down into the blocks of the ground if you've got them there. Or if you've got your hands down, press the hands down and take your bum back. Take your bum back. So if we keep these areas nice and flexible, right? And if we just kind of roll out ankle or something like that happens, if we've kind of kept it really flexible, we're going to be okay, right? It's just kind of just going to roll without any major things happening. That's what I've noticed. All right, so from here, we're going to heel toe, and coming in closer. Bring the arms out in front of you. Bring the toes in, heels out. Bring the blocks up to the higher level and have this really long spine. So it looks like this. And you're a bit more forward. Press down into your feet, lift up your toes, and then put the toes down, spread them wide, and then bring your bum up and bow in a little bit. And you'll feel a bit more of a stretch there in the hemis. Nice. Really feel the stretch in the hamstrings. Sit bones up, long spine. Ears coming up higher than the arms. Nice long spine. Deep breath in, deep breath out. All right, bend the knees. Lead with your heart. I'm going to bring my blocks with me. Lead with your heart. Press down to come up. Reach up high with the blocks, if you have them. And then exhale out to the side. Roll the shoulders. Roll the shoulders. And roll the shoulders. Nice, you guys. Put the blocks down for a moment and find your strap or, you know, whatever you're using, maybe a belt. And go ahead and bring the arms, but get your block again and bring it to the inner groins. So all the way up, inner groins. I love doing these functional movements so that it complements your life, right? That these positions that we're doing are here to complement the life you're living. So with all your other physical activities or lack thereof, right? So these functional movements help us if we've been sitting all day long, right? Or through the week. All right, so arms are up, your feet are hips distance, and you're going to very slowly go back. If you notice you're going to bend the elbows, then go longer with your arms to go all the way back. Be gentle with yourself, okay? So you're not going to get a gold medal for hurting yourself through this, but you do want to feel something, right? So it's really an opening through this heart center. That's where we're going for it, through there. And then have your arms all the way up. Go ahead and bring it down where you'd like to bring it down all the way, but hold it right there. Nice straight arms. And now bend your elbows out to the side and you're pulling your arms away from one another. So you're trying to keep that, you're really taut. So you're pulling the arms away and then bring the arms up, pulling the arms away, but also bringing them down. So up and down, up and down. Yeah, if you got a ponytail, it's kind of annoying. Up and down, up and down. One more time. All right. All right. Shake it out. Shake out the hands. Breathe in and out through your nose. And then just stand tall for a moment. You still got the block there. Okay, so you don't have to open up the palms. That's kind of like real traditional Tadasana. Just kind of be a bit more relaxed with it. Press down into your feet. Notice this new body emerging, right? This body that's feeling or moving towards homeostasis, balance, or alignment. Notice that you're not too far forward, nor are you too far back on your heels. You're finding an energy place right in the middle. And also you're pressing down through the inner edges of your feet as much as the outer. You're feeling the kneecaps lifted. You're feeling the front of the legs lifted. You're feeling a spaciousness through your pelvic floor, right? We kind of get this spaciousness when we have the block there. So what does that mean? That means that we have strong inner groins. If we don't have strong inner groins, our outer hip gets really tight, right? Sciatic. It's like really all connected, right? But right now the sciatic would be happier because the inner groins are doing their share of the work right now, right? So it's all coming in, right? So we're lifting up out of the belly, we're lifting up through the solar plexus, right? We're opening up through the heart, but let's not forget our back. If we overarch it, the lower back's not happy about it. So slight tuck of the tail, keep the ribs in, crown lifting, shoulders gently not being forced down away from their cousins, the ears, but just, you know, they need to be told that it's important to social distance. These shoulders are just, you know, the sign of the modern times. Breathe in and out through your nose. Beautiful. Take your focus to your third eye for a moment. Feel the energies of the third eye. Just imagine a huge eye being opened up and that you are understanding. You are being given understanding because you're feeling your own. It's coming from the inside out. You're feeling your own understanding. You are grounded in your body. Right? It's fine to be all open in our chakras and kind of can see future events, right, through these upper chakras, but we can't express them unless we're grounded into the human experience. So there is a balance. Because we're human beings. All right, so we'll release the block, we'll release the strap. Come into child's pose, and I'm just going to check the time because last week we went over quite a bit. So I just want to be more respectful of your time. So let me just check it. Good. All right, so you're in child's pose and you could have the arms stretched out in front of you. Fingers are spread wide in child's pose. Sitting down, your knees could be a little bit further apart. Take your hands and your head over to the right side of the room. And then take it over to the left side of the room. The room of the earth, those of you outside. The whole planet. So beautiful to see your outside greenery. And then come to center. Please come into downward facing dog. So curl your toes under, bring your hips up. Take a deep breath in through your nose, in down dog, and gently let it out through your mouth. Go ahead and bring your feet in closer together. Come up onto the ball of both feet. Inhale. Lift up your left leg behind you and then let it out through your mouth. You can open up your hip, lifting up that left leg, bend and straighten it, move it around. And square off your hips. Go ahead and release that foot down to meet the right foot. Be in down dog and take a deep breath in through your nose. Let it out through your mouth. Amazing. Inhale, come up onto the ball of both feet. Lift your right leg up. Deep breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. You can open the hip even more. Bend and straighten it. Move it around. Amazing. Square off your hips and gently bring that foot down. Drop down onto both knees. And let's go ahead and we're going to step. We're going to step our left foot forward. And you're going to bring your blocks, if you're using them, to the outside of the left side of the foot. You're going to come up to standing. Let's do warrior two first. So line up your left heel with your back middle arch. Okay, so bring the back onto the back. So I just kind of tend to bring my arms back. You can feel it back onto the back. Yes, shoulder blades coming in. Warrior two. Reach forward, take your forearm down, right arm up and over your ear. Extending, head back, upper body back. Reach, reach, reach. Turning and coming more open towards the ceiling with your heart. Come up to standing warrior two. Straighten up the left leg. You might want to bring the feet in a little closer. Triangle. So I tend to go out towards the left a bit and then come back. So I'm circling in, down, and then up. And some folks might need to have a little bend into the left knee because the hamstring's tight. So don't force it. Nice, you guys, have fun. Smile, breathe, bring your head back. It's amazing how bodies can do this. It's really a gift. Okay, grab onto your blocks and we'll go to the other side. Pivoting in, other side, blocks to the outside of the foot. Warrior two. Right foot intersecting back middle arch. Stretching the arms away. And then reaching more forward, taking that right forearm to the thigh, opening the heart, left arm up and over the ear. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Heart open. Stretch. Feet pressing. And then straighten up the right leg, come up to standing. Warrior two. And then triangle. So you can bring in your feet a little closer. Go ahead and kind of offer it out to the side, the energy. So you're kind of going down. You're building it. You're building it from the inside out. Yeah. Nice. Soften that left side ribs down. Heart opening towards the ceiling. Amazing. All right, now Chaturanga Dandasana. Bend the right knee. Both hands can come down to the floor. You could decide that you just want to move into down dog. You could decide that you're just moving into child's pose. Or you're going into plank, you're moving into up dog, or cobra, and then you're moving back into down dog. Check in with you, with your energy level, and see where it is you need to be. Always go with the most healing for your body, particularly in yoga. I mean, anything, but right? Yoga, the way that I'm teaching it is not supposed to be the biggest physical workout in your lifetime. It's more an integrated practice of mind, body, spirit, right? Throwing in some of the yogic teachings, as well as Buddhist teachings, and also depth psychology. So there's a lot going on, right? So coming down into the knees, and we're going to go into pigeon. I'm going to go into it left side, back with the right leg. Yeah, opening the heart. Coming down onto elbows, if that's right for you. Soften your jaw. So oftentimes when we get into a hip opener, the jaw will tighten. It's connected to the hip energy, right? And you guys know, I'm not a doctor, so it's like you're listening to your own best wisdom within you. You're understanding what you need, and you're not doing things that you feel isn't right for you in any moment. Soften your shoulders and your belly. Soften your hips. Really soften the hips. And then we'll go into the other side. So you might want to go into the other side through down dog. Hear your breath as it helps to transition you from one side to the other. Softening the belly, softening the shoulders. Softening any expectation for the hip to be more open than it is. I nurture my inner child, and I radiate love and self-compassion. Embrace all that you are in this position and hold space for the vulnerability. Hold space for the acceptance that is right there. My needs are important and I value them. I accept myself unconditionally. I am loved. Very gently, go ahead and come out of your pigeon position. Come into downward facing dog or child's pose. You don't have to do another down dog if you don't want to. And then very gently finding your way now, dropping the knees and coming onto your back. Go ahead and get your strap. Go ahead and bring your strap to the ball of the right foot. And we're going to do a twist. So first of all, you're stretching your hamstring, ball of the right foot. Left leg is straight. And then the left hand will grab onto both sides of the strap. Scoot your bum, first of all, to the right a little bit, like an inch or two. And then straighten the left leg. Let the right side bum come up from the ground. And you're really kind of on the left hip. So that right side bum is way up. The left elbow comes down and you're shining open through the heart and to the right. And that left pinky toe drops. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then bend the right knee, come back to center, move your bum back to center, and bring the strap to the ball of the left foot. Right hand grabs onto the right side, and left hand grabs onto the left. Just a couple of breaths here for the hamstring. And then scoot your bum, lift it up and take it over to the left an inch or two. Have the right hand grab onto both sides of your strap. Right leg will come down and lean over onto that right hip. And just start to shine open to the left. Left shoulder descending. Right pinky toe dropping. And then coming back to center, remove the strap. Go ahead and grab onto the outer edges of your feet. Make sure you're in the center with your bum again. Take the soles of your feet up towards the ceiling, lengthen your spine, chin away from chest. Smooth, deep breath. Smooth, deep breath. And then if there is another position that your body needs to move into before it can rest, just, move through it with your intuition.
Slowly making your way into final rest. No rush. Maybe putting something over your eyes. Relaxing your jaw. Relaxing your legs. Relaxing your knees. Relaxing your lower back. Left and right side hips. Relaxing your belly and your heart. Relaxing your face. Allowing your eyes to fall back and into their sockets, resting, being. Begin to come back to your body. Gently move your fingers and gently move your toes. Go ahead and roll yourself to the right side. Make a pillow with your arms. And stay here for a little bit. Just kind of feel
Feel the love and the support from Mother Earth right now with us. And then gently coming up into your seated position. And it's like it's a brand new day, right? This moment. It's like we've tapped into that space within us where we feel most connected. Now we can really come from this place as we share in who we are, as we relate to others. We're able to relate to ourselves in a more compassionate way after we've practiced. It just is that way. So just feeling that deep connection within you that we're sharing as a conscious community. And we'll bring our hands to prayer position, gently bow into your heart and feel that intention yet again that you made in the beginning of class. And let's chant Om together. You can hum it as well, just once, to seal in our practice. Let's take a deep breath. Take a moment here to give thanks to all the many blessings that yoga and awareness bring to you, and to all those with whom your life touches. Thank you so much for being here today. Namaste.